is nothing like that sound. Nothing like that sound. Oh, I love it. All right, I believe that the rattle is fixed. Okay, so how did I stop that? Well, it's a lot of fixing my screw up just because of the way I had installed it, and part of it was the heat shield up underneath there causing some issues. So let's take a look at it and see what I did. Well, first off, those mufflers are gone. They were part of the issue. It was flowing too much for them, and you could hear it kind of vibrating on the inside, and it was just too much for them. So I went back to these. I really liked the way they sounded, but it was just that drone. So eventually I'll put in the resonators up there before the X-pipe. But mainly once I got all, because it was weird. You know, you saw the video where I was trying to fix it, and it got quieter. The vibrations got quieter, but then as that muffler broke in, it got louder, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And then I had a buddy come over. I had AJ come over. We sat there and we revved on it a bunch, and we could hear that it was coming from inside the muffler itself. So I decided about 6 o'clock last night to go ahead and start working on it. It was a terrible time, let me go ahead and say. But let me show you. These are my welds now. Let me get you some light on there. So they're not the greatest welds. I never, claim to be an expert. Actually, I claim to be a beginner all the time. But these are getting better. I mean, look at that weld right there. Those are some good welds right there. Not great, but I mean, for me, they're pretty good. So once I got all that stuff fixed, yeah, you heard it. But we'll go ahead and let you hear it in drive, what it sounds like when I'm driving in drive, because that's where I heard it a lot. And because I'd always have to run in sport mode just because the sound and everything like that. No, you hear that? Drive, because that's where we heard it the most last time. No rattle whatsoever. Woo! But we're not done yet. Now you can't judge that. That's the sound of the exhaust just coming out. That's just the rasp that is BMW when you have a straight pipe and just a very crappy resonator in place. I'm gonna put some vibrance before the X-pipe though, but yeah, that's all just the BMW rasp, but there is no rattle whatsoever. Oh, she actually sounds really good. But y'all heard it going through the tunnel too. I just love the way this sounds. And I actually got my tips. They look fairly lined up, huh? You think so? I mean, like I said, I'm no expert, but man, if you compared my welds to like some welds at like I got from the last muffler shop that I went to, holy crap. I'm on par with working at a place at a muffler shop. So but I also went ahead, I also got the buffer or polisher and the correcting pad, everything I need to go ahead and get back on this. It's extremely dirty right now because it's been raining, but I'm gonna go ahead, I'll clean all this up again probably tomorrow, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hit this with the machine and see if I can't fix what I tried to do by hand. I'm pretty sure I can. So, but I appreciate you guys watching. and I appreciate everybody that has subscribed here recently. We have been growing probably 60-70 subscribers a month, and I cannot say enough how thankful I am of that. So I'm just say thank you again, and yeah, I'm gonna keep putting out them videos. Y'all make me want to put out more videos every time I see a new subscriber. Just letting you know, every time I see that new subscriber drop, I'm like, ooh, you know, I want to go put out a video, but I want to put out a good video. Let me just say that too. So thank you guys. So I also want to discuss something that's it's been a big talking point amongst people. I know in the N54 community, there's been a lot of talk about if you go straight pipe, are you losing that low end torque? Whereas if you have mufflers and have that restriction, do you retain that low end torque? Now, I ran with the mufflers really recently, and I've been running straight pipe today. Now, I will say that I think what they mean, I will say that I do believe that what's going on is a psychological thing, because as the exhaust gets louder, you're pressing on the gas pedal less. There's actually a great video that Donut Media. If you've not watched that video, I'm gonna post a link up here, because it explains how some cars feel faster than other cars, and they actually go into the whole exhaust theory as to, loud exhaust actually makes you go a little slower. I'm not gonna ruin it. I want you to go check that video out. It's up here in the corner. But I'm just gonna say I haven't actually noticed any torque loss. I measured it on my GoPro, or not my GoPro. I measured it on my Cobb, and the Newton meters I was registering, just getting on it, the same situation in both situations. I don't know if that made it. That sounded stupid, but I hope that made sense. I registered the exact same amount of Newton meters, so I didn't lose any torque. I think what it is that when the exhaust was quieter, I was pressing on the gas just a little bit more, and it was giving me a bit more boost, whereas I was doing this right here, straight pipe, I'm pressing on the gas just a little bit less because it's already loud when I'm pressing on the gas pedal. So that's just one of my theories and thoughts, and other people feel the same way. I'm not trying to say that that's the definite, explanation, or maybe I'm not even trying to say that you don't lose torque. I'm just saying that I haven't experienced it myself. I thought I did at first when I first put the mufflers on. It was so peppy and everything like that, but what I realized was that I was actually pressing on the gas more, and I wasn't afraid to press on the gas because it's so loud. Just saying. So hope that cleared up some stuff.